The widening gap between public and private preschool education is the biggest challenge facing Singapore's preschool sector today. This was one of the key issues identified in a study commissioned by the Lien Foundation. A panel of 27 leaders in early childhood education examined the challenges and made a list of suggestions to improve Singapore's preschool education. Dr. Lin Ng, a senior lecturer on early childhood with the University of East London, is the lead investigator for the study.
In terms of the affordability of preschools, like I said, in one of the participants quoted very clearly, a parent, there are lots of different arguments for having a privatized preschool sector. One is that it gives parents choice, another one is that it encourages innovation. Of course, the downside to that is that with every opportunity there comes a cost, isn't it? So the gaps, that's where the gaps arise. A parent can pay $100 or $150 a month, and another parent, if they can afford it, pay $1,000 a month to post a higher preschool. Now, professionally, if you go visit all the different preschools, what is the difference? That's the bottom line.
Singapore's quality of preschool education was ranked 29 out of 45 countries in an international report released in June, behind South Korea and Hong Kong. According to Dr. Lin, a good preschool education system is one where all children have equal access to good teaching methods and teachers.
And if you ask me professionally, when we talk about a good quality preschool that our panel has just mentioned, where the children are happy, we have got very good teachers who are well trained, motivated, know pedagogically what they need to do. To me, that is the minimum that every child should have, not because the parent should pay for it. That is the minimum. I'm a parent myself, I would expect that, not because I have a good job that allows me to pay that. That's the minimum curriculum, I would say. So I would say that is one of the most, I think, important findings that came out there.
While the study did not have a solution to the widening gap problem, the experts say streamlining policies could be the key to solving various problems. Currently, the Education Ministry is in charge of preschool education policies, while the Ministry of Community, Youth and Sports formulates policies on childcare. The panel says that childcare and preschool education policies should come under one coordinating ministry, as having different ministries causes confusion.
Two ministries means double the bureaucracy and double the government schemes. Each of them handle their own training grants, scholarships, annual conferences, industry award, even databases, childcare link and K-link itself, and even to some aspect the accreditation process itself. So you have one huge call of alphabet soup government programs itself. And I think that needs to change. There's always opportunity to rationalize and integrate the management of the early childhood sector.
I would say, a 5-year-old is a 5-year-old, whether he is in a childcare center where they provide 7 more hours or more, or a 4-hour program, okay? And that the needs, the educational needs, psychological needs, social needs, they are the same. But because we have 2 ministries, it's confusing for the parents, so that's why you have going to 2 schools. So it's really confusing the public. It's as though kindergarten is education, childcare is care. And we all know, Dr. Holagan and all, from a medical perspective, care and education comes together. But because of the way we are set up, that's why we have children going to not in England, but in Singapore, they go to 2 centers because of this confusion.
Dr. Christine Chen, President of the Association of Early Childhood Educators and President and founder of the Association for Childcare Educators, was referring to a newspaper report which profiled a 5-year-old who attends 2 different preschools. Dr. Lin Ng said sending a child to 2 schools is not recommended, as the child could end up feeling burnt out even before he begins his primary school education.
For a child going to 2 preschools, and I thought to myself, my goodness, that poor child, he or she will get burnt out before they even reach primary 1. No, I think professionally and education, I'm sure everyone on the panel agrees. I wouldn't encourage it. It's clearly not good practice, and I think that's where perhaps parents' education come into place, because as we all know, it's not about children going to 2 or even 3 preschools. It's about the quality of that preschool.
Policies aside, teachers also play a vital role in improving the quality of preschool education in Singapore. In the next clip, the panel shares their recommendations on how to attract and retain the best teaching talent.